In the previous module, you created a simple access database and created queries that retrieved information from a single table in the database. In this mini case, you will learn how to create access queries that combine data from multiple tables, add data to a table, aggregate data, or ask users for input. And to start this mini case, you have to download MC6, and as before, the Canvas page has a link to that file. And the first thing we're going to do is rename it. So I'm going to right click on that and then rename it MC6 and then my initials. HR, obviously, as before, your initials will be different. Then we're going to open the database. And the first thing to notice is you'll see this security warning. We're going to enable content because if we don't do that, we won't be able to make any changes to the database. You may want to look at various tables in the database, but in particular look at orders. And as we go further down, you'll see that order total is empty, and we're going to write a query that will actually calculate order totals, and that in some cases ship date doesn't have a value, indicating that the order has not been shipped yet. So we'll start by writing some queries that pull data from more than one table. And the first query we're going to look at is what customer ordered fruit cocktail and when. And in general, creating a query involves identifying the appropriate fields in the appropriate tables. And for the query above, we need a company from customers, product name from products, and order date from orders. So let's start the query. And you see that customers has already been highlighted. So we add this to the query. Then we take orders, we add that, and we take products, and we add that as well. So now we have all the tables that we need for the query in our query. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add the three fields. So we're going to take company name from customers, product name from products, and order date from orders. Okay, and just to check it, we'll click run. And what we get now is indeed the company name, the product name, and then the order date. But it's not quite what we want. We get the appropriate fields in our query, but it doesn't answer the question as we're only interested in customers who ordered fruit cocktail. So we need to modify the query. So we go to the design view, and as you know, we can modify it in the criteria. So we're going to type fruit cocktail here. Again, notice the double quotes. We'll run this, and now we only get queries for fruit cocktail. So the last step then is to right click on this, save this as, call it fruit cocktail. And you see fruit cocktail appear here. So we've now completed the first multi-table query.